Okay, now in unit number 5, let us start some numericals related to rotational motion. That means in this we will involve all that quantities which we have introduced, like moment of inertia, that rotational torque, angular acceleration, velocity, etc. Let us read first question. A constant torque of 500 Newton meter. Okay, Newton meter is the unit of the torque. So let us write all these data. So one by one we should write data as we read. It turns a wheel of moment of inertia. Okay, now moment of inertia, that means I symbol. It is given 100 kg meter square. Carefully see that the units are properly given. Okay, kg meter square means SI system. If it is given in centimeter square, we have to convert it in meter square. Okay, now moment of inertia about an axis passing through its center. So this axis we can mention always here. Okay, about which axis? Central axis. Fine. Now question is find the gain in the angular velocity in 2 seconds. So one more data is time. 2 seconds that is given. Now let us focus on the target. We have to calculate the gain in angular velocity. So angular velocity means omega. Suppose initial angular velocity is omega 0 and final angular velocity is omega. That means how to write gain? Gain means final minus initial. So you know that which equation we can use to get omega minus omega 0. So that is our Newton's V equal to U plus AT. We will convert in rotational term. So V equal to U plus A T. So I have replaced the VU term by rotational terms. A by alpha. Okay. So omega minus omega 0 by this equation it is alpha T. That means if I have to get this gain answer, I should know alpha and T. Okay, T is already given but alpha is not given in the question. So we have this first part here that we have to solve alpha. Now for solving alpha, we can use this formula torque equal to I alpha. Okay, how it has come? It is that similar formula. F equal to ma, we already know it is in linear motion. So what is the formula in the rotational motion? रोटेशनल मोशन F की जगह लिखना है टॉर्क, M की जगह मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया, A की जगह अल्फा. This way we have prepared our formula. Now torque is 500, I is 100. So alpha will be solved. Alpha will become 500 by 100. That means 5. This 5 we have to put here where we were wanting it. So alpha is 5, T is 2. Final answer is 10. So gain in angular velocity is equal to 10. So second part is this. Okay. First part will solve alpha and in second part we will solve gain in angular velocity. So answer is 10. What should be the unit? So omega and omega 0 unit are what? Radian per second. Okay. So this way we solve the questions. Questions are easily solved here. You need to remember the formulas. Okay. Question number 2. Let us proceed to note down. In our second question, a solid cylinder of mass 20 kg. Let us write mass is 20 kg. Okay, it rotates about an axis constant angular speed omega. It is given 100 radian per second. Units are okay and radius of the cylinder means capital R. It is 0.25 meter given. Now question is what is the kinetic energy associated with the cylinder? First thing we have to solve is kinetic energy and second thing we have to solve angular momentum. So symbols you should know. Kinetic energy and second is angular momentum that we denote by L symbol. Capital L. Okay. Now let us start. First part. Kinetic energy of a rotating body. It is rotating. Of a rotating body, it is half of I omega square. Okay. Now, I is not given in the question. Moment of inertia. So, we need to search it from the table for the moment of inertia which we have made for different objects. So, for the solid cylinder, the moment of inertia formula I is half of mr square. Okay, so we need to first solve I, moment of inertia, by this formula. Mass is 20 and radius is square. Radius is 0.25. So its square we need to put here. Here 2 and 2 are getting cancelled. 10, and here 0.25 square is 625. According to points, it will become this. So finally 0.625 kg meter square is the value of I. This will be needing. Let us put this I here. So it is 0.625. Now omega. Omega is 100 and we have to put it square. So let us try how it will happen. 3 zeros will remove the point of 625. And 1 zero will be cancelled by this. So 10 by 2 it will become 5. Okay, so 625 into 5. Its answer will become 3125 joule. So the kinetic energy has been solved this way very easily by formula. So kinetic energy solve करना है तो half of I omega square, और I कहाँ से आएगा? I टेबल से देखना है, जो भी ऑब्जेक्ट दे रखा हो उसके अकॉर्डिंग. सो अगर सिलेंडर है तो I होता है सिलेंडर का half of mr square. Okay, so put m and r, solve I, that I you substitute here. Now the second part of the question is that we have to solve L also, angular momentum. Now angular momentum, its formula is I omega. We have already seen how it has come. You can see linear momentum formula is P equal to mv. So replacing P का काउंटर पार्ट होगा रोटेशनल मोशन में L, M का काउंटर पार्ट होगा I और V की जगह लगेगा ओमेगा. So L equal to I omega. Now I we have already solved. 0.625 I is here. Omega is 100. So only 100 is there. So 2 points will be shifted. Okay. So this way the formula will come. The unit we have put in form of I and omega. So L has been solved. 62.5. Okay. Note down second question. Now, this is a little tricky question. Let us understand. A cord of negligible mass is wound round the rim of a flywheel of mass 20 kg and radius this. Okay, so the diagram we can draw, it can be like this. That there is a flywheel, and on this flywheel there is a cord. Cord you can assume like a wire. Its winding is done. Okay, suppose it starts from here. Now the data of these flywheels, let us write. This is just the center. So mass is given 20 kg, radius is given 20 centimeter. 20 centimeter means 0.2 meter. This we have converted. Okay, now another data is given. Force of 25 Newton is applied at the cord. Flywheel is mounted on the horizontal axial with frictionless bearings. Show you with the help of this thing. Flywheel is this kind of. Okay, now its central axis is this. This is the central axis. Here it is mounted. Okay, it is written no. Flywheel is mounted on the horizontal. So this way it is mounted, horizontal axial, and it can rotate this way. It is rotating. Now here the wiring is done. That means some cord is wound. Okay, over this edge. Now we need the moment of inertia formula for the flywheel. So remember students, flywheel is a disc, circular disc. Flywheel is a disc. Remember. So this is the extra point which you have to remember. Now for disc, the moment of inertia formula is half of mr square. You can see again from the table. Now if we substitute the values for moment of inertia, mass is 20 and radius is 0.2. If we solve it, 2 and 2 cancelled. Here 10 will come. Here 0.04 will come. So finally the answer is 0.4. Now all four datas we have written here. Mass, radius, force 25 Newton, pull means force. And then moment of inertia we will be needing, so we have calculated. Okay, now question is calculate the angular acceleration of the wheel. That means the first part is about angular acceleration. That means we have to solve alpha. Okay, how to solve alpha? So the alpha relation is torque equal to I alpha. This is the formula which we will be using. Now here I is given already. Alpha we have to solve. That means torque should also be given. And how this torque is connected? It is the rotational force. Rotational force formula is R cross F. So you can see on this object the force is applied like this. A pull is applied and the distance from this axis of rotation is R. So this radius we need actually. So torque formula we will apply here R into F. Okay, so torque formula is R into F, I alpha. So alpha will come by Rf upon I. Let us put R is 0.2, F is 25 Newton and I is 0.4. Solving this we will get alpha. So let us start solving. Point is removed. This is 2. 25 by 2 is 12.5 radian per second square. So alpha answer has been solved. Now let us do the second part solution. Find the work done by the pull when 2 cm of the cord is unwound. Okay, so you see, if on this wheel the wire starting was here, then the pull was applied and the wire, it rotated and some of the part of the wire came out of the cord, it came out. So how much wire came out? That is 2 cm. So the displacement is 2 cm. So displacement we need to write in meter. So it will become 0.02 meter. And force is 25 Newton. So work formula is force into displacement. 25 into 0.02. 25 2s are 50 and point. Here it is 2 meter. So 2 meter only will remain. Displacement will become 2 meter. Force into displacement directly 2. So the answer is 25 2s are 50 joule. Force 25, displacement 2. Final answer of the work done is 50 joule. Okay, second part solved. Now third part of the question. It is written find kinetic energy of the wheel. So kinetic energy formula is half of I omega square. This we are already using for rotational bodies. I is 0.4. Here it is omega. Omega is given rotational speed. Now see, omega term is not given. Okay, half of I is moment of inertia 0.4. Omega term is not given. Okay, let us read this line. Find the kinetic energy of the wheel at this point if the wheel starts from the rest. So wheel starts from the rest means initial speed of the wheel is 0. So can we get omega with this initial speed help? So alpha is given. Here you can see this is alpha given. So we will apply our formula of Newton's third equation, v square equal to u square plus 2as. So you know the rotational equation is omega square equal to omega 0 square plus 2 a की जगह alpha, s की जगह theta displacement. Now if we put here omega 0 is 0 to alpha. Alpha is 12.5. Now theta. How to solve theta? So again we need one more formula that I am solving here. Theta, that means when some part of the wire came out. So what is the theta formula? Theta is always solved by the formula arc upon radius. Arc means how much part of the wire came out. So it will be very small. We are showing it big. It will be very small. So arc is 2. How much it came out? And what is the radius of the wheel? 0.2. So 2 upon 0.2 is 10. So this way theta answer has come 10 radian. This we need to put here. So this way you can see that our omega square is solved. 12.5 into 2 is 25. 25 into 10 is 250. So this 250 I am putting here, omega square. And finally, our kinetic energy answer, let us check. 2 is cancelled with 0.4, it will be 0.2. 0.2 into 2, 50. So the answer of the kinetic energy is coming 50 joule. So this way this question is solved. This is little tricky question, but there are the parts which are easily separately, if we solve it, we'll be able to solve it. Let us just revise this concept. Calculate angular acceleration. It will be solved by torque equal to I alpha. Torque formula is R cross F. Both are given. I also easily is solved for all the numericals by the formula moment of inertia. So this way torque I is solved. So R cross F, I alpha, this will give us the alpha answer. Done, first part. Second part, work done. Work done formula is force into displacement. Third part is kinetic. Kinetic energy is half of I omega square. I we were having already, but for omega, we needed to do little effort. So two formulas we applied to come to omega. First formula is calculation of theta by arc upon radius, and second calculation is omega calculation. So that is by this formula, Newton's third equation. Okay, so this way our question number 3 is solved. Let us move to next question. See this question number 4. It is a conceptual question. That means in this the numerical values are not given. You need to just answer conceptually that which of the two will acquire greater angular speed. So let us see the complete question. Torques of equal magnitudes. See, as one by one the datas are given, you should note down that datas. Okay, let us start writing. So here we are talking about two objects. One is the cylinder. Okay, first one is the cylinder. And second one is the sphere. Okay, now let us write one by one what are the equal things given. Torques are given equal for both the cases. It is written first line. So torques of equal magnitude are applied to hollow cylinder and solid sphere, both having same mass and radius. So here mass, same, radius also same. Now cylinder is free to rotate about its standard axis, and sphere is free to rotate about the axis passing through its center. Now why these two lines are given? The meaning is that which moment of inertia we have to pick from the table. The axis information is given. So we will be needing here moment of inertia. So moment of inertia of a hollow cylinder about its standard axis, that you have to search from the table. Its formula is half of mr square. Sorry, for hollow cylinder it is only mr square. Okay, the moment of inertia for the hollow cylinder is mr square. If it is solid cylinder written, then we'll change the formula. So it is hollow cylinder, formula of the moment of inertia is mr square only. And for the sphere, now sphere is which given? Solid sphere. So for solid sphere the moment of inertia formula is 2 by 5 mr square. Okay, 2 by 5 mr square. Now what other information is given? Axes were given. With the help of that axis, we have written the formulas. Question is which of the two will acquire greater angular speed? So question is about the angular speed after a given time. So time is also given to both the objects same only. So first of all, speed and time are related with alpha. And alpha information we will get from torque in I. So torque equal to I alpha formula we will apply here. So first of all, whose alpha is greater, we need to find that. So you see, torque is same for both. And moment of inertia I, you can see here it is mr square and here it is 2 by 5 mr square. 2 by 5 means 0.4 mr square. So sphere's moment of inertia is less. Okay, so sphere's moment of inertia is less than the cylinder. Clear? 2 by 5 means 0.4 only. But here 1 mr square is there. So sphere's moment of inertia is less. If sphere's moment of inertia is less and the product torque should be constant, you can see torque should be constant, same. So for whichever body moment of inertia is less, alpha will be more because this product should be constant. So since moment of inertia of the sphere is smaller, so alpha of the sphere will be greater than the cylinder. So alpha of the sphere is greater than the cylinder's angular acceleration. Now what is the question? Question is which will acquire the greater angular speed. Speed का क्वेश्चन है. स्पीड तक कैसे आना है? तो एक और फॉर्मूला, ओमेगा इक्वल टू ओमेगा 0 प्लस अल्फा टी. Omega 0, let us assume 0 only. So angular speed, okay, angular speed omega is related to alpha t. t दोनों को सेम दिया है, ठीक है, सेम टाइम दिया है. तो जिसका अल्फा ग्रेटर है उसका ओमेगा ग्रेटर होगा क्योंकि दोनों प्रोपोर्शनल दिख रहे हैं. ओके, जिसका अल्फा ग्रेटर है उसके लिए ओमेगा ग्रेटर है. तो अल्फा किसका ग्रेटर है? स्फीयर का, इसलिए ओमेगा ऑफ स्फीयर इज ग्रेटर देन ओमेगा ऑफ सिलेंडर. सो व्हाट इज द आंसर? Which will acquire greater angular speed? So sphere will acquire greater angular speed. The answer is sphere. Okay, sphere will acquire greater angular speed means omega. This is the answer.